Hello, Emily here. Hello, Emily here from Create Your Future. I am back answering your questions. So today's question was about a relationship that had gone estranged, long distance, blocking, age gap, parents involved. Specifically for you who asked the question, I want you to know that none of these circumstances matter. And in fact, you are creating every single one of them with every single thought you're having on a daily basis. How do we stop having these thoughts? How do we stop these circumstances from mattering? How do we stop all of these judgments from existing in our reality? And how do we start creating a new one? So every single judgment and circumstance that came up in the story that you relayed to me about, the specific subscriber relayed to me a story about how this long-term age gap relationship, long-distance relationship went south, blocking, no contact, trying our hardest to manifest this situation back into reality. I want to say that circumstances never matter, and it's down to what reality do you actually want to exist in. No matter what the reality is that you are telling me that you want, you can have it. But are you willing to live from the end? Are you willing to only believe from the end? Are you willing to see yourself in that end reality as your current state right now? Or are you only willing to react to the current circumstances that you are seeing right now? Because the current circumstances that you are seeing right now are absolutely meaningless. They do not matter. More than anything, they're there to just show you the pattern of emotion and thought that you have been reliving over and over and over again. So what I say to those circumstances that you are continuously recreating and being triggered by and needing to write in about, feel them. Just feel it, acknowledge it, feel it, let it go. Okay? Because we need to move into a reality where you actually have what you want and we're not accepting anything that is not in alignment with that reality. So remember, nothing is real but what you accept as truth. So don't come back to us until you have exactly what you want from now on. Okay? So if something shows up that is not in alignment with what you want, which is the relationship of your dreams in this situation, however you want it to play out, I want you to get specific with yourself. You don't have to share it with us, but I want you to get specific with yourself of what you actually want in your relationship and your reality. But not just a text, not just being unblocked. I want the entire thing for you to know that this is the reality that you're living in, whether that's buying a house together, moving to Spain together, whatever it is for you. Okay. And you're living now in that reality as though it's now. Because nothing is real and you can put yourself anywhere energetically because everything's only energy and everything's only vibration. So you will actually attract what you are vibrationally aligned with. And so if anything shows up to you in your reality that is not aligned with that thing, then you have to say, that's not for me. Keep on going. It is as simple as aligning with the thing that you really, really, really want and saying no to everything else. I give the example of a car sometimes because I think it's a really good one to be able to witness. I had a client actually who did this. She really wanted a specific car. She had no idea how she was going to afford to have it. Everything and everyone in her reality was telling her to get an old beaten up car that's like $200. It was from the neighbor or whatever. And just use that until you have more money, blah, 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 blah. She said, no, I will not be driving that kind of car. I will be driving this kind of car because I know how I feel. I want it. That's what I want. And somehow her credit passed, somehow everything passed, and she has the car. So it's about living in the end and realizing that nothing matters because you are creating everything. You create the credit, you create the person, you create the love, you create the parents, you create the social media, you create the country, you create everything. You create the ages. So you have got to be willing to just create the reality inside of you that you actually want to live from. Nothing matters. Nothing is real. Even if you feel huge emotions about where you are right now, nothing matters. Feel the feelings and let them go and realize that you are the creator of your reality. You create every single truth and that you can just live from what you want, and you have to be empowered in what you want. So empowered that you don't accept anything in the middle as truth. So empowered that you see something coming towards you that you say, nope, that's not for me. This is where I'm going. This is what I'm living. This is who I am. So empowered in the truth that you want to live in that you only accept that for who you are. I want you to write it down in intentions. You can write it down in meditation. You can write it down in however resonates with you. But you have to decide on the reality that you want, and you have to let go of telling the story of what has been. Let go of the story that you sent into me. Let go of the story of the being blocked. Let go of the story of long distance. Let go of the story of everything that you don't want. Let it go. Who cares? No one cares anymore. Now we're moving into a reality that you actually do want to experience, where you do have love, where you do have money, where you do have communication, where you do have support. Like all the things that you do want in your reality, you have to move there and be there and stay there. You have to live from that place every single day, whether that is stopping for 5 minutes in your car to go to the grocery store just to imagine yourself in that state, whether that is to come home and pray and be in that state for 10 minutes before you go to bed. Whatever it looks like for you, you have to be willing to be in that state more than anything else in your life. Decide what you want and then have it, declare it, decree it as the truth. And if you're not willing to declare and decree it as the truth for yourself, then it's just not going to happen, because everything is you. Every person is you. Every situation is you. Every circumstance is you. Every block is you. Every phone call is you. Every dollar is you. Everything that you're experiencing in your life is you. Every alien, every mermaid, every candle, every coffee shop, everything is you. You are making everything up. You don't have to know how and where and why you have created everything that you have, but you just have to know that you are here to manipulate your simulation and manipulate your reality to have exactly what you want through your thoughts and through your attention to things, through your alignment with things, which is your attention to things, which is what you think you deserve. You will always get what you think you deserve. If you think you deserve nothing, you will have nothing. If you think you deserve to be blocked, you will be blocked. If you think that you are unlovable, you will be unlovable. And your reality will always show you evidence of that thing. So you have to be very, very, very vigilant with what you believe to be true for yourself, because you will always get what you're in alignment with. If you feel shame about a situation, you're beating yourself up, telling yourself you're a piece of and that you don't deserve anything and no one loves you and no one's going to like you, blah, 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 and you're avoiding that every single day, that's going to be your reality. You're going to experience more aloneness, more people deceiving you, more people letting you go, more people not wanting to talk to you, more people not wanting to hang out with you, more people showing you how unlovable you are, because that's how reality works. If you decide something about yourself and you retell it every single day, that's what you're going to see. And if that is what you are seeing, you have to be honest with yourself and feel your feelings about it, let it go, and move into something that is more in alignment with what you want. Believe that you are deserving of the love that you desire. Everybody's deserving of it, of money, you are human, you exist. You get to experience all of these things that exist in this realm. So you get to experience being rejected and being unlovable, but you also get to experience being in the most perfect relationship for you. You also get to experience being super wealthy and super rich and doing the best things that you love in the entire world, whether that's going on roller coasters every weekend or living on the beach in Maui, or whether that is living in Disney World. But you get to experience anything that you want to experience. You get to experience the separation that you delude yourself into believing. You get to experience what it's like to be alone and separated and woeful and, oh my God, I can't have anything in this world and my circumstances suck. But you also get to experience, if you choose to, what it feels like to be in the most incredible, amazing relationship, being proposed to by the Eiffel Tower, watching sunsets in Croatia, like whatever it is that you want, you also get to experience that. But you are the one that has to align with that experience just by choosing, by saying, actually, no, now I want to experience this. Now I want to experience what it's like to have loads of money. Nothing actually matters. Nothing matters. And there's nothing in this world that says you are not worthy of it. There is nothing in this world that says that you do not deserve it. You are the one that says that. You are the only one that creates judgment. I'm going to say that again. The only judgment that can exist in this world, in your reality, is a judgment that you make. That means anything that anybody ever says, any placement they put upon you, any judgment that comes your way, is because you created it first. So thank the experience for showing you the judgment that you had about yourself, because it's just showing you what you were doing to yourself. Then let it go, and you can then move into a new judgment automatically. Actually, I intend I come first in this competition. Actually, I intend that I am the star. I intend that I am incredible. I intend I am the best. I intend that I am loved. I intend that I do have multiple six figures in my bank account every single day. I intend that I do experience this. I intend that I am proposed to by the Eiffel Tower. I intend that I have this, that, and whatever, because you can. You just have to stop doing this. Stop telling the story. Stop identifying over here and place your attention here. And the only way you can do that is by getting aware of what you are doing. And that's why we offer one-to-one coaching calls, because that's where we become aware. Because when you're aware, now it's a choice. Now you're not avoiding it anymore. Now you're not running away from it. Now you're not doing it subconsciously or whatever the heck you were doing before. Now you're aware, it's a choice, now a choice, and now you can go over here. It's silly to stay here. It's silly to stay in, because nothing's real. It's all a lie. No matter what you choose, you create the truth. So sitting in a truth that says, oh, I'm a piece of, I have no money, I don't deserve this, I don't deserve that, I suck, I this, I that. Like, it's silly. Why would you want to stay there? Why would you want to make that your truth? When nothing is real and you can create anything in this world, why stay there? Why be humble at all? When you could just be over here, be the star of the show, be traveling the world, be having the love of your life, be like being proposed by the Eiffel Tower, like all of these crazy things. Like, why would you not want that? Just asking. Just asking for a friend. So I want you to realize it's all your choice. At this point in the video where I have unpicked your stories, it's now a choice. You now choosing to stay there. You are now choosing to say, I am unworthy, I am undeserving, no one likes me, I'm awful, I suck. You are now choosing to stay there. Creating blocks, creating blah, 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 blah. It's a choice now. Do you want to stay there? You may have believed it was real at one point, but now you're realizing that nothing's actually real and it was something you bought into and you were buying into for a long time. You can now release it. It's not actually real, because the realness of who you are is that you are unconditional love, able to experience anything. It's just an experience. You don't have to identify with it as like a truth. But now you can release the experience, say, actually, no, now I want to go experience this. I want to experience being doted on and adored. I want to experience heck loads of money. I want to experience this love life of my dreams, and whatever that looks like to you, you live from the end of that. And there is nothing to be deserving of, because you are already you and you just exist to declare whatever truth you want to experience in your life. There is only one truth, which is what you think will create. Everything is energy. Nothing is created or destroyed. You just have to align with the reality that you want to experience now. And everything is just an experience. There's no meaning to it except for the meaning you give it. So if you give the meaning to it, like, oh, you suck and you don't deserve anything and this, that, and whatever, then that's the meaning you're giving it. You are creating those judgments. But anything can change in a split second. So you could sit here right now on a call with me and say, I have no money, but in 10 minutes you could make 7 grand. If you changed the meaning that you gave things and the meaning you gave to yourself and the deservingness you gave to yourself. Everything is energy. Nothing is set in stone, nothing is real, nothing is grounded like that. It's just energy. Like, you can create anything, you can go and do anything, you can declare anything. Declare and decree what you want to experience, and you will create it. You will, but you have to be willing to live there more than here. Let this go now. It's just an experience that you had. Doesn't mean anything. Let it go. Let's move to a new experience. We're creating the new experience by telling a new story, by seeing a new story, by feeling a new story, by decreeing and declaring a new story. Whoever that is, whatever that looks like to you, you decree it, you declare it, and you live there. That is what is real. And I promise you, your physical reality has got to shift. In 10 minutes, in whatever, however, time doesn't exist. Time is a made up illusion as well. It's just your energy shifting every single moment. You get to decide who you are every moment, shifting from here to here to here to here to here. So all the judgments that you experience about yourself, it's just the judgments that you freaking make up. And you've made up all of these scenarios in your reality so you can become aware of the judgments you have about yourself. It's just a game. So become aware of the judgments that you have about yourself, what you're telling yourself, what you're paying attention to in your reality, because I'll say it once and I'll say it again, reaction is creation. So if you're reacting over and over again and retelling these stories of like, I'm not good enough, I'm this, I'm that, guess what you're going to experience? The same thing over and over and over again. So stop. Put a stop in that line of thought and rechannel your energy. Just let it go. Let that go. It was just an experience that you could experience not being good enough. Great. Loved it. We did it for a while. Now we're moving on. Okay. That is it. That is as simple as it has to be. You get to move on to a new experience and you get to experience something new. Everything is just an experience. So it can just be experienced and let go of. Just like going out for Chinese food. It was an experience. And then 10 minutes later, we're on to a new one. Then we're going ice skating. And then after ice skating, we're going to the movies. It's exactly the same with your reality and your experiences. Cool, I was blocked. Well, that was an experience. Felt it out, let it go, move on to a new one. You decide what happens next. There is no cause and effect. You are literally choosing from moment to moment what you will experience. So rehearse what you want in your mind, not what happened yesterday, not what you think will happen, not the fights or the blocking or the this or the that. No, move on to something different. Rehearse having hundreds of thousands in your bank account. Rehearse having the best proposal at the Eiffel Tower. Rehearse the things that you want to have, because you deserve those too, just like you deserved anything else, because there's nothing to deserve. You are everything. So choose what you want to experience. One-to-one coaching is open. So down below, and I will see you soon.